Hi there, this is Chris from MoneyHub, and this video looks at car insurers in New Zealand. So there's about 35 different insurers who offer car insurance. That does seem quite a lot, but the nature of the market is quite large. Of course, there's millions of cars in New Zealand. Second to that, the insurers all have their own sort of unique selling point, which is why they do exist and continue to get premiums. Now, I just want to go through what we'll cover in this guide. This is from a MoneyHub guide, which I've linked below in the video description. We keep everything comprehensively up to date, but if you do have any questions or any suggestions, please let us know in the comments, or you can write to our website, because we're highly responsive to these, and of course we want our guides to be as comprehensive as possible. So if you have some suggestions, this will be very much appreciated. Right, so there's 5 different types of insurers. There's the everyday type of insurance, the likes of AMI, the likes of Tower. There's the bank-issued car insurance, so that's all the insurance from the banks which they try and sell you. There's the general insurers offering car insurance that's not quoted online, and I'll explain those in a second. And then there's the manufacturer car insurance, so if you buy your car from Toyota or Hyundai or Honda, then you may be offered insurance there. And then there's the specialist car insurers. One thing I do want to say is that only a handful of insurers actually offer car insurance quotes online, which is kind of really annoying, because we really want to see more and more things online, just to give people that immediate price comparison point. They can also look at the policy in detail, and they can make an informed decision. But sadly, only about 7 or 8 actually will do that. And the rest are a lot of phone calls to brokers or sort of smoke and mirrors, and it's not so helpful. So that's just a background there. We've listed, of course, those ones that do price online first, and they tend to be the most popular in terms of getting new customers, just because they are more transparent and it's a much easier way to buy them. Second to that, some of the insurers will offer quotes over the phone. So if you're not able to get a quote, then of course, online, then just contact them. They will provide it. And whilst we haven't done that for our research, it's certainly something that you can do for your specific needs. Right. So without further ado, I'm going to go straight into the first type of insurer. So this is your everyday insurer, and these will give you quotes online. So this is the likes of AMI, AA. All very well-known brands, Tower, State. You've got challenger brands like Cove and Trade Me Insurance, and then you've got sort of specialist general insurance for car like Protector and Club Auto. These ones are pretty much the entire of the online market, just because they pay for a lot of ads on Google. They're very much about driving new customers to their sites. And so that's why they've been listed under the everyday car insurers with quotes online. Second to that, you've got your bank-issued car insurance. So the banks know that there's lots of money in insurance, so that's why they sell it. And usually it's not really that helpful to buy it through a bank, because because if you're in the branch, you've got no kind of comparison to make, and it's a whole bunch of push. I know they have stopped that in recent times, but we still hear reports of some sort of push. So anyway, it's offered by Kiwibank, ASB, and then there'll be ANZ policies, Westpac policies, BNZ, TSB, and Cooperative Bank. What's worth noting is that they will insure it with somebody else usually, so they won't be doing ASB insurance. They'll just buy the insurance from someone else and sell it under their name. So if you have a claim to make, usually you have to go to the people who actually insure it, not the bank itself. And that's worth knowing, just because you may think that your relationship is with the bank, but it may not be. Thirdly to this, we've got the general insurers offering car insurance. Now, these are sold through brokers, and so if you talk to an insurance broker, then they'll usually be selling these type of policies, not always, but big brands include like Crombie Lockwood, and then of course you have Allianz, and then you have a cooperative or kind of no not-for-profits like MAS, you have Provident, and some of the niche ones like Swan Insurance, Farmers Mutual Group, that's FMG, and then you have AMP, which we've classed as, it's not like a bank here, even though it does have banking services overseas. That is also sold through brokers, and so is Aon, of course, which is a large broker network, and Zurich. So these are what you'll see when you talk to a broker. These are the type of companies that will be sort of offered, and they're no sort of worse or no better or sort of different to the current suite of online ones. It's just that this is the broker kind of insurer model, and these businesses are set up around brokers, and that's who they sell their insurance to. So that's worth noting there, and then we'll move on to the manufacturers. So these are the likes of Toyota. If you're buying a car, if you've got a car lease through the manufacturer, then you're going to be offered, no doubt, car insurance. And once again, it's not Toyota insuring it usually, or Volkswagen. It's going to be somebody else who is engaged on their behalf. So if you do make a claim, either it'll be directly with the manufacturer, or it'll be to the people who actually provide the insurance. So you've got the likes of Toyota, you've got the likes of Volkswagen, you've got the likes of Audi, Nissan, Suzuki, Tesla offer their own insurance, Lexus, and Hyundai. And so whatever, if you are buying a new car or leasing something or getting something on finance, do check their policy and, compare it to the market, compare it to the quotes you can get online, because that way, well, is it the best deal? And sometimes there can be benefits from going directly with the manufacturer around price, around coverage. And so just do a full comparison to be able to, make an informed decision. With car insurance sort of ranging from like $600 to $1,000+ per year, it's certainly worth a few minutes just to put that together. And then finally, you've got your specialist car insurers. So these are insurers that, look after a certain type of car or a certain type of age of people. So in this case, we've got over 50 car insurance, which you can imagine is without too much sort of difficulty is for drivers sort of age 50 and over. And then, they have a whole different risk profile. And so they'll be able to insure based on, drivers who are more experienced. And then you've got classic car insurance. So that would be for classic cars. And then you've got Insure Direct, which looks after Ubers and ride sharing and taxi and all of that stuff. And then you've got companies like Star Insurer Car Insurance, which looks after the high-end and luxury cars. Of course, you'll find that, general insurers and brokers can get quotes for all of this. They'll be able to get quotes for classic cars, for taxis, high-end cars, and sort of older drivers. But, these are just specialist companies that deal with those, with those type of cars or that type of customer. And you may want to get a quote from those as well, for whichever one's relevant to you, should you fall within one of them, and then compare it to a broker and also compare it to some online quotes. So thanks very much for watching. I hope this explains exactly what the different type of insurers are throughout New Zealand and why, there's so many of them. If you have any questions, please do let us know in the comments below, because we want to make the guides, as I previously said, as comprehensive as possible. Thanks very much for watching.